welcome to my next YouTube video. So today what I'm gonna talk to you about is my personal experiences while living in different countries, and I also want to share with you the lessons I've learned while living in those countries. So this video is gonna be without any filters. I really want to share with you the real experience, what it's really like, the advantages of living in different countries and also disadvantages of that. So yeah guys, long story short, I was born and growing up in Poland, and when I was 19 I moved to Madrid for 1 year by myself, and then I lived there for like 1 year, and then I moved to London for 2 years, and after that I moved to Germany for 2.5 years. And well, the main reason why I moved to Germany was because my mom lives there. And then after that, finally I moved to Australia, and that's where I currently live for like almost 6 years. It's been almost 6 years since I live in Australia. So yeah guys, I'm gonna share with you now what are the big lessons I've learned while living in those countries. So listen up. So yeah guys, the first lesson I've learned when living in different countries is how to be strong and independent. So guys, living in different country can be a beautiful experience, but at the same time your life can be way harder than it would be in your home country. So when you live in different country, there are limitless, endless situations or challenges, problems you have to deal with, and usually you have to deal with it by yourself alone, because there's no one to help you out. So it can be really challenging, and you have to stay strong. You really need to prioritize your mental health. But to be honest guys, at the end it's kind of like a really great confidence booster. Like you kind of feel like a superwoman or something like that. So it's like whatever life throws at you, you know that you can deal with it no matter what. Like you're so strong and independent that like you can deal with anything, you know, without anyone. So it's a really cool lesson I've learned living in different countries. A second lesson I've learned while living in different countries is how to deal with loneliness. So yeah guys, when you live in different country, there are lots of moments when you're super happy and you are so proud of how far you've come, and you are proud of where you live, how much you've achieved. But there are also moments, unfortunately, when you feel very upset and when you feel very lonely, because to be honest, it is a lonely experience. So when you live in different country, you really need to learn how to build a healthy relationship with yourself. You need to learn how to be happy alone, how to spend time with yourself in a nice way that makes you happy. And yeah, like when you live in different country, there is you might have few friends, but they're usually busy, and to be honest, it's hard to build a long-lasting friendship when you live in different country, because most of those people are in the similar situation that you are. So they're traveling a lot, they experience living in different countries too. So it's hard to meet someone who like you can build a long-term friendship, because they like move to another country again and they just leave. There's also no family members that you can visit or you can talk to. You're just by yourself. So sometimes the best solution is just, you know, have a cry, and just remind yourself that how you feel is just temporary and this feeling will pass. Another lesson I've learned, the third lesson, is survival skills and problem solving. So guys, when you live in different country, there are many situations when you are like kind of standing on the edge. For example, you cannot find a job, it takes a long time to find a job, and you are like new in the city or in the country. You're running out of your savings, you don't have enough money to, you know, provide yourself with enough food, or you know, or you can't pay rent, or you have no place to live. You are in those kind of situations that you kind of like pretty much homeless, or you are about to be homeless very soon. So it can be really stressful and it's very challenging. So yeah, it's really important. Like I think that's the other lesson, like really important lesson, because you learn how to manage your finances well and how to like solve the situation. So you need to learn how to talk to people, how to ask for help, And yeah, for example, when there was a pandemic, when there was COVID, I couldn't work, I didn't have any income, and I still had to pay rent. And yeah, it was like, I even don't know, to be honest, I don't know until now how I dealt with the situation. I dealt with it somehow, but yeah, it was so many challenges with the situation. It was really, really hard because as well you don't get any support from government when you live in Australia, when you're on a visa. So you just need to deal with it alone, and it's really challenging because like you can't pay rent, you don't have an income, you don't have enough money to support yourself with food, and it can be really challenging, so you need to know how to deal with it as well. Another cool lesson I've learned while living in other countries is how to learn the language very quickly. So guys, you would be so surprised how quick you can learn a different language while living in the country where people speak that language. I think it's like the best way ever to learn a new language. So that's one of the best lessons I've learned. So for example, when I lived in Spain or Germany, it was really hard to communicate with people there in English. So you would be surprised how quick you can learn a different, like completely new language if you have no choice. So like you are kind of forced, you have to learn this language, because otherwise you can't communicate, you can't get a job, or you can't just live in this country normally. So I remember when I got my first job in Germany, and my German was so basic. And I got a job in Starbucks. So I was working at Starbucks as a barista and as a cashier as well. And I remember like I spoke like such a basic German, and they put me like on the cashier, and I had to like take the coffee orders in German, and I'm like, oh my god, like I couldn't understand anything. It was so awkward and embarrassing. But after 3 months I could speak pretty good German, I must say. So it's really, really cool how capable you are of learning a new language if you have no choice. And guys, the last lesson that I've learned while living in other countries, I might surprise you with that, maybe not, but it's to learn how to be disliked by other people. So unfortunately, when you live in different country, you will always be some sort of foreigner. And I think it's one of the hardest lessons you need to learn while living in different country. You kind of like have to accept it and get used to it, but at the same time it's really hard to accept it at the end. Like when you live in different countries, they don't like you for no reason, to be honest. Like some people, not everyone, some people they don't like you for no reason. As soon as they see you, as soon as they hear your accent, as soon as you open your mouth and say something, even if your English is good enough, or whatever the language is, they will look at you like as I said, some people, not everyone, but some people, they will look at you like you're some sort of alien from different planet or something. So it's definitely not a nice feeling, but after a while you just kind of get used to it. It's just a part of it, of living in different countries. And you also need to remember that there are also lovely people who are amazing, and they will actually love you for that you are a foreigner, that you are from a different country, because they are very they will admire you, and they are very intrigued and genuinely interested how it's like to live in different country. They will be interested in your life experience, and they will be interested in your culture, which is amazing. So I love those kind of people. So guys, living in different countries is a beautiful experience, but it does come with some consequences, like everything in life. And to be honest, I couldn't imagine living my life in a different way. I think it was one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. I recommend it to everyone, because it makes you so strong and independent. It's a beautiful lesson, and to be honest, it's a life-changing decision to move to a different country, to leave your hometown. So if you feel like doing it, or you're thinking about it, you should definitely do it.